Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to DHA Education System. Today we are going to start our lesson 3, History for C2. And the topic for this week is Khwaja Nazimuddin, who was the second Governor General of Pakistan, and Liaquat Ali Khan, first Prime Minister of Pakistan. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to know about the role of Khwaja Nazimuddin and his main contributions. They will examine the achievements of Liaquat Ali Khan as the first Prime Minister of Pakistan. And number third objective is analyze the importance of objective resolution, which became main base of constitution on Islamic ideology. First is introduction. Pakistan won independence after extremely difficulty, and the next task was setting up of a new state. There was no administrative structure. Riots, refugee problems, and economic pressures were challenging for the new state. Negative attitude from the Indian government and the war in Kashmir created problems in relations with India. The Government of India Act 1935 was adopted as the first interim government of constitution. Muhammad Ali Jinnah became the first Governor General of Pakistan, while the Liaquat Ali Khan, first Prime Minister of Pakistan. Now in this lesson we will see after the death of Quaid-e-Azam, who was known as the second Governor General of Pakistan. He was Khwaja Nazimuddin, who took his responsibility as the second Governor General of Pakistan from 1948 to 1951. And Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan remained in his office from August 1947 to 1951. Now we are going to see the Liaquat Ali Khan as the first Prime Minister of Pakistan. And Liaquat Ali Khan was born on 1st October 1895 and died on 16 October 1951. Mr. Khan was shot twice and killed during a public meeting of the Muslim City League at Company Bagh, which was later known as the Liaquat Bagh Rawalpindi. During his prime ministry, the first Governor General was Muhammad Ali Jinnah, second was Khwaja Nazimuddin. If we talk about Chief of Army Staff, the first was Sir Frank and the second was Douglas Tracy. First Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan made a lot of achievements and contribution for the progress of Pakistan, in which objective resolution first moved towards constitutional development. He focused on principles of Islam and human rights, and he also designed to deflect criticism from the religious leaders. And if we talk about the successes of his ministry, so objective resolution was the positive point of his ministry. Liaquat Nehru Pact, which was also known as Minority Pact, 1950 proper handling of the COP, that was known as Rawalpindi Conspiracy. He also managed to keep economy going and produce surplus budget for the new state. But there were other points too, which became the failure of his ministry, in which Broda repeat, failed to frame constitution, failed to handle Hyderabad crisis, and also unable to resolve the Kashmir issue. After independence, Quaid-e-Azam and Muslim League appointed Liaquat Ali Khan to be the head of the Pakistan government, and being the first Prime Minister of the country, he had to deal with a number of difficulties. Actually, after the death of Quaid-e-Azam, Liaquat Ali Khan tried to fill the vacuum created by the departure of Father of Nation. The life of Liaquat Ali Khan, who earned the titles Qaid-e-Millat and Shahid-e-Millat, was one of the complete service to the Muslims of India and the cause of Pakistan. Even he was so devoted that Muhammad Ali Jinnah himself referred Mr. Jinnah as his right-hand man. Khan's life ended tragically in October 1951 after he was shot to death while giving a speech in Pindi. His dying words after reciting the Islamic Declaration of Faith were, "May God protect Pakistan." Now we are going to move on to the second Governor General, who was Khwaja Nazimuddin, and his main contributions were actually he born on 19 July 1894 and died on 22nd October 1964. Governor General Malik Ghulam Muhammad asked Prime Minister Nazimuddin to step down in wider interest of the country. On his refusal, the Governor General used reserve powers granted in the Government of India Act 1935 to dismiss the Prime Minister. During his prime ministry, Governor General was Malik Ghulam Muhammad, while Chief of Army Staff was Ayub Khan. Under Quaid-e-Azam constitutional framework, executive powers lay with the Prime Minister, When Liaquat Ali Khan was assassinated on October 16, 1951, Khwaja Nazimuddin, who was the Governor General at the time, took over as the second Prime Minister of Pakistan. Ghulam Muhammad, who had been Finance Minister since the inception of Pakistan, was elevated to the post of Governor General. The anti-Ahmadiyya movement was started in Punjab by the Ahrar and had the support of Mian Mumtaz Sultana, the Chief Minister of Punjab. This movement soon spread to other parts of the country. There were widespread disturbances and the situation in the country soon worsened to the brink of anarchy and civil war. Most historians agree that the removal of Khwaja Nazimuddin was improper and undemocratic because the Prime Minister still enjoyed the confidence of the Parliament. This act set an unhealthy tradition and precedent for the future president, who were fond of removing elected government, thus creating continued stability in the country. Now we are going to see, and we are going to actually clear concepts according to the timeline based important events. Now the first event which took place according to this timeline is 14 September 1948. Khwaja Nazimuddin made Governor General of Pakistan. At the time he was the leader of Muslim League and Chief Minister of the East Pakistan. He was honest and talented politician. He knew that Liaquat Ali Khan, Prime Minister, had influence over people, so he allowed him to hold government, and role of Governor General became less important. On 12 March 1949, if we talk about, so the most important event was Objective Resolution, which were passed. In 1947, Pakistan was ruled by the Indian Independence Act, so a new constitution was important for Pakistan for stability. For this purpose, Objective Resolution was passed, which contained several references to Islam to avoid criticism by the ulamas. Next event on 17 September 1948-49, in which war with India over Kashmir issue took place. January 1949, the United Nations Organization organized a ceasefire between India and Pakistan. And if we talk about 1949, the most important thing was PRODA, which meant Public and Representative Disqualification Act, which meant in this it allowed the government to disqualify persons found guilty of the misconduct, a term that acquired a broad definition. In 1952, the Security of Pakistan Act expanded the power of the government in the interest of the public order. 28 September 1950, Basic Principle Committee recommended bicameral legislature with equal powers, but it was criticized bitterly. Liaquat Nehru Pact was signed. Both Indian and Pakistani government was responsible for the safety of minority groups in the country, and visa system was first time introduced. In January 1951, Sir Douglas Gracey, the British Commander-in-Chief of the Pakistan, was replaced by General Ayub Khan. In March 1951, Major General Muhammad Akbar Khan, Chief of the General Staff, was arrested along with 14 other officers on charges of plotting a coup against Liaquat Ali Khan. The authors of what became known as the Rawalpindi Conspiracy were tried in secret, convicted and sentenced to imprisonment. All were subsequently released. On 16 October 1951, assassination of Liaquat Ali Khan and the resolution of these issues became unlikely. Now, do not forget to watch links and all those resources which are given in resource folder. For further query and for your ambiguity, you can email me at nadinazir@hotmail.com. Thanks for watching.